this is Jayme and
I'm Beth.
And we're the Geriatric Millennials. Two youngish, oldish ladies just trying to forget our terrible, cringeworthy moments.
Yes.
Except we're reliving them.
I know. I think
for the world.
I think these purges really help us. At least they do for me. Because then I don't think about them as much.
You don't?
No. Because then I release it into the universe.
Okay.
Like this This is going to be our fourth time doing cringe purges, and it feels so good.
You know what? I have something I've been saving to tell you for so long because I wanted it to be part of this. So
you wanted it to be documented.
I did.
Before we go there, I need to tell you something that happened though this weekend. So I had a long week. I was trying to rest and relax on a Friday night. And what happened to me wasn't necessarily cringeworthy, but it was horrific, to say the least.
What?
So I'm literally laying in bed like a normal human, okay? And I fall asleep to the gentle sounds of jazz at night on Spotify, a playlist. Okay. It was so good. All of a sudden, I am jolted awake because there is a giant Charlie horse that formed in my leg. It like tied like a twisty knot.
Oh, no.
Woke me straight up and I was like, mother effer. Like I screamed it so loud and I'm trying to like work it out. And I was just like, oh, ouch, ouch, ouch.
There's
ouch,
like
ouch.
nothing you can do in that moment, really.
It was horrible.
What are you supposed to do? Try to stretch it or something?
Well, after I got my wits about me, later on, I like Googled. They said if you stand up, it can help to like minimize or something. I don't know. I just tried to go completely still because it felt like it was still twisting. So I was like trying to like,
I don't even know why that happens, but it's a terrible feeling. It's so painful.
Well, and usually it happens when I haven't been drinking enough water. And I was like, oh my gosh, stupid past Beth not being hydrated. So anyway, it was so painful. It never really went away. It was like always a dull pain, but I finally get back to sleep. And all of a sudden I'm jolted awake by the sounds of Elton John, Piano Man.
What?
Or was Bennie and the Jets, something like that. I thought for a second it was Spotify. No, because I had it like set up so that it would turn off like after a certain amount of time. Somebody had gotten into my Bluetooth speaker. So somebody around me found my Bluetooth speaker.
No way.
And was playing it at 3:30 in the morning. It was Bennie and the Jets. Bennie and the Jets.
How can they?
Because it's open.
Connected to your Bluetooth?
Because the Bluetooth was on. Because my speaker was having a problem, so I was running it through a Bluetooth, and it's like a whole thing. But they're playing Bennie and the Jets, and then I'm just like, who the hell is playing Bennie and the Jets in my house at 3:30 in the morning?
Right?
I was like, then it freaked me out, like somebody's on my network, but like all this stuff. I'm like, first of all, bring it down a notch. Secondly, like, okay, we know how to fix this. Anyway, so I finally get back to bed. So that's two things.
Right.
So then I go back to bed, and like, I don't love telling people about dreams because it's kind of, it's like, I don't want to hear that, but I go back to sleep and all of a sudden my whole dream is about middle school students bullying me. I was at an outdoor concert and they were bullying me.
Were you in middle school?
No, I was an adult.
What in the world?
So then I wake up at like a normal time and I'm like, that was the most restless, horrible sleep of night I've had in so long.
Right.
I need to share it with somebody. So
yeah.
I'll tell Jayme.
Yes, I'm glad you did. I'm so sorry. Did you get to take a nap on Saturday?
I took a nap. I took like a 2-hour, 3-hour long nap.
I bet you needed it.
I literally was like half sleeping and I started yelling out for my cat, like, Fratelli, let's take a nap. Come get a snuggle. And then I fell back asleep. So I was like, okay, we're done.
You know what? In that whole story, I kept waiting. I kept waiting for you to tell me that your cat attacked you or something.
No, she would never.
Yeah, she would. Oh my gosh. As we speak, Beth has fresh wounds.
It's fine. It was a love bite.
It's a puncture wound on your hand.
It's a surface scratch.
It looks like a snake bite.
I know, but it's just a little scratch. It's fine. Anyway.
Okay, we all know.
But we went on a little side quest there. But
yeah, we did.
We're back to it. So our whole purpose in purging our cringes is to get them out of our head. Because I don't know about you, but there's sometimes stories that run on repeat in my head of things I did when I was younger or maybe even yesterday that were so freaking cringy that makes me want to crawl out of my skin.
Yeah.
And the only way I have found to like get it out is to tell the story.
Yeah. Okay.
And release
let's do this. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to hear yours.
Okay. I'll start with a gentle one. Because I have a running list at this point.
I think I need to start a thing on my phone like you did so that I can remember
when
they happen.
And it's because they pop out
or
of
when
nowhere.
They come into my mind from back in the day. Because My memory's not
It's
super
not perfect.
reliable.
Well, okay. So this one is humiliating. Humiliating. So I must have been either 15 or 16 years old. I wasn't that old. And so my friends and I went to the Red Robin. And by friends, I mean, it was my dance team friends. So they were like, I was on the dance team. And so like, they were my friends, but some of the girls on the team were like, it's like, I think like it's any sports team. Like you have your friends, and then you have people on your team that you're familiar with and you might go to dinner with or something, but you're not like slumber parties besties.
Mm-hmm.
So we go out to the Red Robin, and one of the girls, there's probably 8 or 9 of us, and one of the girls like had a beef with somebody. Like she had made out with someone's boyfriend or something, and that girl worked as a hostess at the Red Robin.
Oh, drama.
Yeah, I wasn't here. I wasn't here for it. They were older than me, and I was just like, I'm just trying to eat my food. And so she kept walking by our table and glaring at us and glaring and glaring. And I'm like, what is going on? Because at this time I'm in like the total clueless, like what's happening. And finally she said something like, oh, like, you know, we have beef and blah, 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 and something's going on. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just trying to eat my endless fries.
Right.
Okay, I just want my endless steak fries with Red Robin seasoning. That's what I want.
Yeah.
And at the time I ate meat and I would get the like Hawaiian burger. It was freaking amazing. Had a pineapple on it. I was so happy. And so anyway, she kept doing it. And finally she's like, I'm just going to ask for the manager. So I asked for the manager.
You did?
And tattled on her. And at the time, I remember just looking at him like, listen, I don't know what's going on between these two, but like that girl keeps walking by my friend and like just glaring at our table. Can you just have her stop? Because it's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm not part of it, but I'm just trying to eat my hamburger.
I'm just here for the fries.
I'm just here for the fries. And I was just like, it's so cringe. Like, why would you ever
I'm surprised
call
you
the
did
manager
that, right?
over?
It doesn't sound like something you would do now.
Honestly, I would. If somebody's like messing with my meal and my like, hey, I'm out and in the atmosphere, I'm going to say something.
Well,
yeah,
okay.
It was
That just
so cringy.
that reminds me of when you and I went out for dinner recently.
Yeah.
With the soundtrack.
Oh my gosh, please. That was cringy.
It was so cringy.
Yes.
But you didn't say anything then.
We spoke loud enough that they changed the music eventually. Okay.
That was
so
terrible.
Jamie calls me on like a random Tuesday and she's like, oh, my kid has something going on. Like, do you want to go grab a drink? And I normally say no. She caught me on a day. Had been home for a while. My pants were still on. My bra was still on. So I'm like, all right, let's go.
Right.
And so
you were ready.
I was ready.
I was so happy that you were. So we met.
Yes. At a local Mexican restaurant
to get unnamed
to get margaritas. And then I had dinner too, because I hadn't eaten yet. Well, let me tell the truth. I had eaten a little dinner, but it wasn't good dinner. So I'm like, oh, now I can eat a good dinner.
Yeah.
I had a snack. So we get there and she ordered, what kind of, I
had a regular margarita.
And I had a strawberry. I had never had a margarita. And they're these giant bowls and blended.
Wait, excuse me. I must interrupt. You are 42 years old and never had a margarita before in your life. Yeah. That surprises me.
But I didn't drink until I was in my 30s.
You've had 10 years to have a margarita.
I know, but on average, I only drink like 6 drinks a year.
I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I'm just
letting you know my reasoning.
That because it's a margarita. But cool.
But
your first margarita.
Okay, but I just want to say, margaritas, I knew margaritas had tequila. And the first time I ever really drank, I had a shot of tequila and vomited. And so I never.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
I've always associated.
There are plenty of drinks that I have never tried.
Yeah.
I guess maybe because margarita is something that's so familiar to me.
Yeah.
That I'm like,
shocking.
what? But yeah, like there's a lot of things I haven't drank. So
Jamie and I are in there. We're talking. We're so happy to be out. We're like, we're 2 young, fun girls out on a Thursday or whatever it was. And anyway, so we're like in there and we're in the bar of this restaurant. And it's like the half is a restaurant, half is a bar. But we're clearly in the bar and we're like talking and we all of a sudden just look at each other and we're like, what is this music?
Yeah.
And it was no joke, Kids Bop Christmas.
It wasn't even Kids Bop. It was like,
but it was
like a children's choir like a little kids choir.
It was awful.
It was a Sunday school.
It was like a Sunday school. But it had the Kids Bop like sound of children in your ear. It was
actually terrible.
And then at one point they start singing the Hokey Pokey. I'm like, we're at a bar trying to enjoy some festivities.
It was so distracting.
It was really bad.
It was so distracting that I did make a comment to the lady. And I don't know if she quite understood me, but she said, how's everything or something? I said, it's great. This music is really cracking us up or something like that.
Yeah.
And
Jamie's like, this music is trash. Fix it immediately.
It was really bad. I mean, it was getting to the point where it was like, you can only listen to Away in a Manger with a little baby voice for
oh my gosh,
so long.
It was that whispery, gross children's voice
/ hokey pokey.
I mean, so horrible.
Why?
It's
not like there was a ton of kids in that
there
bar.
You would hope not.
Anyway.
It was just bad. That was cringe though.
It was.
They finally started playing like normal music and then it was like much more enjoyable. But the majority of our time there was not great.
But back to the point.
Yes.
So you're 15 years old. You talk to the manager.
Yeah.
And tell.
I was like a baby Karen.
Yeah. That's actually really funny though.
Yeah. But it's still like, I can only imagine what this manager thought. You know what I mean? And like,
well, I'm not interested in your little
for years
drama.
Yeah, this 15-year-old just complained and I felt bad because I was like, I didn't want him to think that I was trying to like get the girl fired or anything like that. Like it wasn't where I was trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna tell on her because it was literally for the reason of like, I don't know what's going on with them. I'm not really in this party. I just want to eat my food in peace.
That's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I have a story for you.
Yes.
That I've been saving.
I've been waiting.
You've been waiting a while because this happened months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's still recent in my life. Beth.
What?
So, my world I have a new interest in my life since last year, right? I wouldn't say it's a new interest because I've always loved dancing and been interested in dancing, but I've never pursued it until now. And so it's my life, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm taking classes and there's these practices that are at the community center that I love to go to. It's at one of these practices. I go to the practice and most of the time Tony's with me. Sometimes he's not, but this is an occasion that Tony's with me. So we're both there and it's the beginning of the night and there's quite a few people around and we know most of the people there because we've been going to this on a regular basis. So there's my friend and he's a great dancer. He asked me to dance. I say yes. So I go dance with him and we are doing this salsa and I'm excited because I just learned how to do the inside turn in a salsa, which is kind of like a double turn. And so there's a lot of spinning involved. Okay. And he is a very good dancer. And so he's a great lead and is like, so we have this great dance. I'm having so much fun. He's spinning me and I'm getting the right moves and I'm laughing and just having a great time. We have this great dance. And after the dance, I come over to Tony and he goes, Jayme, you were flashing. Sorry, I'm laughing. He goes, you were flashing everyone. Every time you were spinning around and we could see everything. And I was mortified. And I said, I know, right? And I said, what? You didn't, like, why didn't you tell me? Like, you waited until I had the entire dance spun around how many freaking times because I was so excited about my spins. And I didn't realize. So, okay. I was wearing a dress that's like kind of like a wraparound, like a fake wraparound dress. So there's like the front flap is attached, but it's attached at the waist. But there's an underneath flap too. So they overlap, right? And I have two of this kind of a dress and I had worn the other one a couple weeks prior. No issues. No one said anything. My husband was there. And as far as I know, didn't happen. But this time, for whatever reason, I guess the way that I was spinning, because now I knew this turn or for whatever reason. And it was because it wasn't a super short dress. It was like down to my knees or a little past my knees. So I wasn't, and it was warm. So this was a while ago. I mean, it was still summertime.
Yeah.
I wasn't wearing shorts.
Were you wearing underwear?
Yes, I was wearing underwear.
Were you wearing real underwear?
I was wearing
Were you wearing beige, a thong?
No, thank God. But it was like,
it was flesh toned underwear.
It was like a beige color. Had I planned on this, I would have probably chosen different underwear. You know, like if I knew I was going to be flashing every single person at this place. Okay, so this isn't the end.
Oh, shoot.
So he tells me this every time you were flashing everyone, we could see everything. And I'm like, oh, the front, the back, like what? He's like, well, the front. And he was sitting next to this friend. It was her first time there that we had invited her. She's somebody that I've known from like way back in the day. And she was just in agreement. She's like, yeah, we saw everything. And I was like,
wait, she didn't?
Wait, I know, right?
Okay.
Yes. I'm like, both of you sat there and let me flash everyone repeatedly. Like, it's one thing for it to happen once and be like, oh, dang, like, we'll let her know that happened, you know? But no, it was over and over. And both of them. And I was so ticked off. I was like, why didn't you tell me? So I leave the room in shame and mortification as I walk past all these people that I know. And I go to the front desk and I was like, excuse me, do you guys have any safety pins? And they said, oh, I'm sure we do. And so they're rummaging in their desk trying to find safety pins. No, of course. Why would it, who has a safety pin nowadays? Not anymore. Like, no, nowadays people don't have safety pins. I was like, well, I'm not leaving because I want to finish the night out, right? I'm like, okay, how am I going to make this work? So then I was like, do you have any of those clips? Those, you know, those
binder clips.
Binder clips, yes. Yeah. With the little, they're like black and they have the two long things. Well, they did. They had a couple of those. So I like MacGyver clipped my dress in multiple places, like all the way down. And I walk back in and I kid you not, this lady, she's like, she catches my eye and she's like, hey, she's like, you know, we could see everything.
Okay, that lady was a hooch.
She totally was. And I was like, yeah, I'm aware. Yeah. Thanks. Like,
also girl code. Like she should have come up to you and been like, oh, can I cut in?
Somebody should have. Yeah. Like somebody. Yeah. Come on, people. So here I am, super embarrassed because, and we're, you know, the night is young. Yeah. And so I'm going to continue to dance. So me being who I am just like telling everyone that when the next time I dance with them, I'm like, so yeah, that was embarrassing, you know, like trying to play it off or whatever. Like, sorry about that. Yep. Should have worn shorts or whatever, you know.
Sorry you saw my cooter.
Oh, gosh. So this one guy, he was so gracious though. I was like, I'm so embarrassed. And he's like, oh, I didn't see anything. Oh, like things happen. It's okay. And I was like, oh, thank you. Anyway, so cringy. Like I felt so dumb. I'm like, you know what? I'm in my 40s. Like what? And my daughter, for example, I'm always telling her to wear shorts under her dresses when she's playing and running around just because
you never know.
And because it's just life and you're wearing a skirt. I should have known better just because I was dancing and I was spinning around, but it didn't really occur. Clearly it didn't occur to me. Yeah. If it had occurred to me, I would have probably put on shorts.
You're not the type to do that.
No,
you're not going out there.
No, on purpose.
Yeah. You're not that girl.
No, heck no. But also I don't like being hot.
Yeah.
And so the less layers, the better if I'm going to be dancing, you know? And so anyway, it was something that I will never forget, even though I have a terrible memory. That one's not going to go away. And I'm really happy that I was able to finally get that off my chest and tell you about that experience. And then of course I have to continue to see these people. You know, and it's fine. None of them care, like whatever. But I had some words with my husband afterwards. Yeah. Let me just tell you, because I was so mad. I was like, how could you let this happen? A. B. What did you expect me? He's like, why are you mad? He's like, I didn't want to interrupt your dance because you get mad at me for that. And I'm like, you are an idiot. I mean, I love you, Tony. Yeah. But you are an idiot. Like in this situation, come on. Because I have another story of when he did cut in, quote unquote, cut in. And it was not a great situation because I was like, why did you just do that? That's a whole other story. But that was part of his reason for not interrupting, quote unquote, to tell me that I was flashing everyone. But seriously, come on. Like,
I know.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm sorry. That's a good one though. Is that dress in your color wheel in your color book?
Unfortunately, it's not. I thought it was. It's a very autumn dress. It's super cute. I really like it.
I was just thinking like it wouldn't be that bad to get rid of it then because you never have to think about it.
It's going to remind me every time I wear it. Oh, that's
You're true. Like, oh, but this isn't in my color book anymore.
It really isn't. It's like one of the worst colors too because it's like
so there.
It's a green.
Silver lining. You get to get a new dress.
That's right. I'm going to make Tony buy it for me.
Yes. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. That's a good one. There's nothing like unexpected, like exposing yourself to really just humble you and make you.
Truly. And also, I mean, this might be too TMI, but I think it is. I'm not going to say it.
Oh, please share.
Oh, geez.
We love
You know what? I would have shaved. Okay.
Okay. If I would have known, I was showing all my neighbors.
It wasn't like totally.
It wasn't, you weren't like a 70s bush.
It wasn't.
Okay. Well,
But
fine.
However, it wasn't. There was.
I mean, it was the equivalent. You wear bathing suits on the beach. It's same.
You know, if I'm gonna wear a bathing suit, I am gonna shave.
I'm just saying though, like, you know, like.
Speaking of shaving, I need to do some hair. I need to do some hair removal.
Oh, okay.
I know. Side note, still, that should be on my list for this year.
Is hair removal?
Yeah,
Okay.
permanent.
Which
hair
can
removal.
be, oh yeah. Hair removal in itself is cringe too. Like, again, there's nothing like, I know I've said it before and I'm going to say it 15 more times. There's nothing like a stray chin hair to ruin your day. But yeah, I'm proud of you for going back to dance classes. Like, had that happened to me, I wouldn't have.
I was proud that I stayed the rest of the night.
Yeah.
I would have. I mean, I could have just left and been like, "Dang,
Yeah.
so much for that night."
Yeah.
But I didn't.
No,
I went
and
right back in
you went
there,
and had fun.
red faced,
And just
ready
did
to. I don't
show
know.
some more.
Do some more spins with my dress that is.
That
clipped.
would have been the power move, is just to like not have pinned him, like what now, and just like circle all on the dance floor.
That was not me.
It is not, but it would.
But that would have been a
definitely
great thing to do in a movie.
Oh yeah, that would have been amazing. So, do you feel a little bit better though?
I
getting
do.
It out?
I
Me
feel
too.
like I've been waiting to tell you that for so long, and
Yeah.
now I can
Now
move
it's
on.
done.
I
It's
can move
done.
on.
Deep breaths.
I know.
I tell you, it makes it easier. It's like, I know for myself, I can go back to Red Robin again and feel empowered to call over the manager for any reason and not be ashamed.
Oh gosh.
Oh, please no. So again, sometimes my mom didn't do a great job of taking care of me when I was growing up. Not in like an abusive way, but in like a, hey, give your daughter a leg up on life. Teach her how to dress. Make sure her nipples aren't out. And so
Gosh.
I needed to go swimming. And I don't even know where this bathing suit came from. I don't know if my dad had gotten it at Goodwill. I don't know. But it was this black and white swimsuit. And so it was a one-piece bathing suit. And it had like kind of like a swirl, and like one half was black, one half was white.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
Yeah. And your girl was, endowed when she was younger,
Yep.
And so I think I was in 6th grade and I went to my neighbor's house to swim, and it's just me and another person. And I go in the water and I'm jumping out and all this stuff. The white side is completely
Yeah.
transparent.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering.
I'm a darker skinned person. Nipple is fully out
Oh gosh.
and erect.
Oh gosh. Of course.
And
Very visible.
very visible.
And you didn't
and I'm
know.
a child.
When did you find out?
Not basically until I got home.
Oh.
Or I looked down at some point, but it was
And then
like,
you're like, whoa.
yeah, I think like I was swimming with like another girl, I think. My vague memories, but I'm pretty sure the parents were in the house watching us. And it's just like, oh, it was very violating. My mom's solution
sorry.
was to give me, she had some red one-piece bathing suit. So we put the one-piece red bathing suit underneath the black and white bathing suit. Now, did that fully solve the problem? No, it did not. And to this day, I wonder, like, why didn't we just go buy me a bathing suit
Yeah.
that fit appropriately and didn't show my nipples
Yeah.
when
That
I
would have
was
been nice.
in 6th grade? Yeah, it was really, that was a hard one to come back from.
Mm-hmm. Did
No.
you ever go swimming there again?
I don't think so. Maybe like a lot longer. I don't remember going back there. And I also babysat for them. So it was just a little awkward of like, hello, sir, you've seen my nipples.
Yeah.
Can I have
At least
$10,
one of them.
please?
Yeah. Maybe not in that order.
No. I
Maybe-
went for babysitting, not for any other reason.
Jeez.
Yeah. Traumatic.
Okay. I have one more thing to tell you right now.
Okay.
This is in a different vein.
Okay.
This is in a different vein. Also quite cringy, but for a very different reason. So I've been on this journey of trying to find earplugs
Okay.
that work,
Okay.
that don't hurt my ears.
Okay. You got baby ears.
I have baby ears, and I have tried many different kinds, and they might feel okay at first, but after a couple of hours, my ears, I think it's just the pressure of the
Mhm.
earplugs that when they expand or that they're putting on my ear, because I would wake up and my ears would just hurt so much because of these damn earplugs. So anyway, I've been on this journey. So I found these, they're for swimmers. They're silicone
Okay. Yeah.
earplugs. So that has been an okay solution for me, even though it's not ideal. I don't love them, but they don't hurt, and I can usually get them to work. So that's the kind of earplugs I have. So, and I don't wear them every night, but there was a big long stretch where I needed to because I kept getting woken up. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is I went to bed with earplugs, and in the morning I woke up and there was one earplug gone and I didn't know where it was. And so I was, feeling around my bed, like checking my hair, because they have fallen out before and they're kind of like gummy.
Yeah.
And so they have like been in my hair or whatever. And so I was trying to find the earplug and I couldn't find it and and I'm like, where the heck did this thing go? And all of a sudden, this is so gross. All of a sudden I moved my mouth and like,
Ma'am.
It was in my mouth.
How did that even happen?
I don't know. But
how did you not notice?
Because my mouth was like closed. Like it was like closed. Like closed. And then I like opened it and then I could feel it. But it's like they're very malleable. And so it was like stuck.
It was became part of your
mouth.
Oh, Jayme.
I know.
My gosh.
It's so disgusting.
Did you throw it away?
Oh, no, I popped it back in. I'm just kidding. Yes, I did. And then I tried not to gag and God. Think about it too much because I was like, this is the most disgusting thing ever. I don't know how it happened. I don't know what. I mean, thank God I didn't choke. Thank God I didn't I don't even know. I don't even know.
I have so many
but
questions.
I was just absolutely disgusted and horrified. So yeah, that is
horrific.
There you go.
That is
you're welcome.
One of the grossest things I've ever heard.
It's very gross. It's very gross. Now you and all our listeners know one of the grossest stories
ever happened to you
in my recent past. Oh. Yeah, it's so nasty. Don't think about it too much.
No, it's making me literally cringe, but
I know.
It was great.
So cringy.
So bad. Anyway, well, this felt good. I feel good. I feel lighter. I feel happier. I feel like some of my life choices aren't as bad as having.
Yep. Yeah. I gotta say, I think, I think that my stories were worse. I'm just gonna say
100%.